venti iced caramel macchiato upside down with like, did you really expect this video to start any other way? Tomorrow is track day. Today is track prep day. Prep day is one of my favorite type of days. I hate it when I drop this camera. All 8 spare tires with 4 rear tires in the back. I was also able to fit 4 more tires in here. 2 in my front and 2 more in the back. 6 rear tires, 2 front tires. Should have 8 drift spares, including the ones already on the car. All right, let's load it up. I'm so tempted to stop by this dealership and look at trucks. I'm so tempted. Just dropped off the 8 wheels and tires to get demounted and then mounted on with new ones and balanced. I see you, Tyler. Tyler, come this way. BMW boy. If you ain't shopping at Walmart to get your oil, you're doing it wrong. I normally use 5W30, but the 350 is a track car now, and we're just like getting the oil super hot. You might want to go a little bit thinner. So I'm gonna do 10W30 this time. I'm not gonna be replacing the filter. I'll explain that why once we get back to the shop. The last 2 10W30s. No, spilled again. Damn it. Lately, I've been eating way too much Easy Mac as a source of last minute lunch. So we'll probably make about 3 Easy Macs, then get going, and we'll talk about what I'm gonna do and how I get ready for track days. The first thing we're gonna do is change the oil on the car. This is one of the most important things that you should do after a track day or before returning to the track. So when you're at the track and you're burning in the car super hard, your oil is getting extremely hot and you're pretty much cooking your oil and ruining the properties that it is supposed to do to keep your whole entire car working perfectly. Normally this car takes a little bit over 5.5 quarts, but remember we have an oil cooler on this car and that requires a little bit more oil. I don't remember how much more you're supposed to add. I'm probably gonna add maybe a half quart more. Something to keep in mind is I'm gonna be reusing my filter that's already on the car. I do not recommend this to anybody out there. The reason why my dumbass is doing this, my still-in oil cooler requires a different filter than a stock filter would be, if that makes sense. As you can see here, this is where the oil normally is, and there is this adapter that is used when you get the oil cooler. And the filter is a bit fatter, like wider, and is a little less tall. The reason why is because they designed it so it doesn't hit up against the sway bar. So this filter is pretty much not in any store. Order it online. And of course, I forgot to do that last week after my track day, so I don't have that one. There are no local shops in the area that carry that. Again, I don't recommend this, but you can do it if you're in a pinch like myself. I'm gonna reuse that filter and I'll maybe wash it out with some new oil, but that's it, and we're just gonna replace the new oil. So let's do that first. Here you go. Drainy. It is strongly recommended that when your car is draining oil, that you have a Monster. I don't know why it is, but that's just like, that's like the rule. I have a purple one in here. Do you think that's any good?
I think you should try it right now.
Here's my unprofessional review of Mad Dog. I'm not that big of a fan of it. Try it. It's like great. It's a little FTB. If you don't have one of these aluminum skid plates or whatever you want to call it, undershrouds, this has saved me from so much shit. It's bent up and totally deformed now. It has protected everything underneath it. So you can kind of see here a little bit. My power steering, where is it? My power steering cooler is up there, and it got saved because of this shroud. We actually got like a little tire stuck underneath here, and it looks bunk and it's kind of expensive. It's like 100 and something bucks. But if you're taking the track and you're going to a bunch of like off-road and a bunch of like gravel stuff like Adams where we normally go, definitely invest in one. So we just put in 5 quarts. I'm gonna put in almost like maybe another half quart, because again, we have an oil cooler that acts as another like little reservoir, so you need a little bit more oil.
Stop. That's pretty good.
Before you check the dipstick, be sure to turn the car on and off a couple times just to kind of get the oil flowing before you check the level. I like to walk under the car too to make sure everything looks okay and everything looks relatively tight. I just had my alignment done and got new arms installed, so I know everything's good, but I like to give myself a visual representation or a reminder that everything's okay. If you don't have it, let's put it up on jacks and try and do the best you can to look, although it is difficult. This is unnecessary, but for me, for the peace of mind, I like to walk through, make sure everything looks okay, just for a little insurance. Looking at my hydro lines, making sure nothing is leaking. Everything seems to be holding up just fine. On both sides, it looks good. Gonna need to replace this ball joint soon, but we should be okay for the next couple events. This one's starting to go too, but this has much more life in it than the other one does. That got grinded down by something. I don't know what. Wow. And it looks like I almost need to shave this knuckle a little bit more because it's hitting up on the ball joint connector of the lower control arm. But other than that, it looks good. I'm gonna bring a bag to the track and fill it full of tools that I usually see myself needing. Something to change the wheels, maybe like a normal 3/8 wrench with like a 10, a 12, and a 14. Definitely gonna need the torque. We're gonna need a adapter for the wheels. We're gonna need an extension. If you have an impact gun that is small enough, definitely bring one of those, just so when you crack the lugs, you can just screw the bolts off and move on to the next wheel. Using just your standard crescent wrench, just to kind of get a bunch of tools down into one thing. I have an extra tie that I'm gonna bring just in case. This is one of those parts that usually breaks, or it's not uncommon for it to break, so I'm gonna be bringing one of those in the mix just in case. I double checked my coolant and it was extremely low. The last track that we were at, I was bouncing off of the coolant temps, like they were extremely high. The coolant in here is green. I have some Subaru coolant, which is blue. Colored coolants matter. That is an actual thing. Like there's yellow, there's green, there's blue, there's orange. I did a quick Google search and called around. I didn't know. So some of you guys might know this, so I wanted to double check, so I did the research. I'm gonna be mixing this Subaru coolant, which is blue, with my green. You don't want to use the orange stuff. Well, says the internet says. The internet says the orange coolant is ass and you don't want to use that. So I'm gonna be topping off my coolant with some Subaru coolant. It doesn't matter that it's Subaru, it's just coolant. I'm gonna top that off and we should be good. It just hit 2:30, which means the new video just went live right here. For the next 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna sit here and answer these comments. I'm usually very active on answering comments, but it's usually right when the video goes live. I give like 20 minutes of my time, sit here, chat, hang out with you guys, and then go on with the day. It's one of my favorite times of the day. I low-key had some new protein last night, and oh my god, I'm getting the best but worst protein farts I've had in a long time. Like, let's be honest, the gnarly of the smell, it's kind of bad, but like, we all kind of like our own brand. Before we go any farther in today, and I forget to talk about this, everything lately with you guys, the connection that I've been trying to build with you guys has been doing extremely well. Maybe about like a month ago, 2 months ago, I used to get like a bunch of hate on the channel, and it's a bunch of shit. Maybe I was projecting myself in a way that wasn't true to who I actually was, or I don't know what it was. YouTube was almost like a negative thing for me. It was like a negative space. It kind of like, I hated uploading a lot because I didn't want to see the comment section. And lately I've been trying to be more open, less editing, and I've been trying to talk with you guys a lot more in the comments, and everything has turned around and it's become a happy place for me again. And I never talked about that, but I just want to say I love talking to you guys in the comments. It's now such a positive place, and everyone is helping each other, and everyone's talking about new ideas, and it's amazing, and I want to say thank you for that. Everyone's saying, TJ, don't go too hard on the daily uploads, you want to keep your health, all that stuff. I appreciate that, but when I'm doing daily uploads, I'm doing it. It's not like I'm doing it for you guys, I'm doing it for myself. I like it, and I'm having a great time doing it. I mean, if you're watching every single day, thank you so much, and be sure to always give these videos a like because they help me more than you know. Because it means a lot to me, and I want you guys to know that. And without your guys' support, I wouldn't have everything that I have right now. So I always want to express my gratitude towards you guys. Just to go over everything, we got an impact. I packed some sockets, the 4 sockets that are mainly used on the car I brought. And this is just some basic stuff. I'm not bringing too much. It's quite honestly, there's only a certain point to what you can fix. And this is my personal preference. A lot of people do it another way. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. This is just so far what I have learned in my experience with going to the track and what normally breaks. This is what I pack for. I'm also going to be bringing that jack, but I'm gonna bring the truck tomorrow too, and we'll probably just load the jack in the truck and whatnot. Something that I need to invest in is a tire mounter and changer and balancer, because I'm wasting so much money on fucking mounting tires because we're drifting so much. So we have this Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we're renting out, and then also the following Saturday. So this Saturday, bros, I'm talking to you guys, we have a free event. Actually, the drifting part of it is filled up, but Grange Motorsport Park, I'll link it down below, the Facebook event. We are drifting there, and Evan Shanks is gonna be there, B.S. Surreal is gonna be there, Calvin's going, I'm going, everyone that you see from these videos are all gonna be there, and we're gonna be drifting. And you guys can come to that event, it's free, and watch, and hang out, see sponsors, and please come if you're in the area, it's gonna be mad. And I think you pay to get in, which is like 10 bucks, but like the event is free, everything's free, you can watch for free. Our tires are not gonna be mounted for the next like 2 hours or so, so in the meantime, I got home, grabbed GTR, picked up this hoser, and we're going to go to the bank, do some bank stuff, and then I think we're gonna run to Nissan. I wanna look at the new Titan. I was reading the comments in today's video, and I know I definitely wanna go, I'm thinking diesel, and the new Titan's pretty cool. I don't wanna get a new car, but I'm just gonna see if they have a new Titan there, or I'm gonna hero myself. I'm interested in that car, so we're gonna go check it out. Currently at the Nissan dealership, just checked out the Titans. The Titan diesel is so cool, but it's huge. I want to stop by Ford, that's on the way home, and we'll check out what they have. But the Titan diesel is sick, but it's for a new one, they're like 60K. Don't want a new one. For a used one, there's not many used ones right now because they're still so new. That's what ideally what I'm looking for. We'll see. Okay, gonna stop by Ford real quick. Again, I'm not really buying anything today, I'm just kind of looking and just seeing what's out there. I know it's gonna upset a lot of people, but I want to try and find a Raptor, because Raptors have my heart. F-150, he's new. I don't want new, but they're expensive as fuck. 55 grand, you can suck my... What's up, dude? What's up, you wanna say what's up to the vlog?
Shout out to Dune Mallory on Instagram. And shout out to my mom.
Shout out to the mom. See, here's what I'm talking about. I was looking at something maybe in the 30s, used Tundra, you got the V8, but this is my biggest thing, and I know it doesn't matter, I understand this, but interiors, like, I like a nice interior, and this interior is ass. Sorry for all the Tundra owners out there, but if I'm gonna be spending money, I wanna be happy with it.
It's not ass.
You don't think the interior is ass?
No.
It looks like my grandmother's couch.
Oh my goodness.
It does.
It's not that bad.
Is it unlocked? Okay, we're now looking at an F-150. This is the EcoBoost V6. I don't know how this is on towing. I have no idea, but I'm just like looking at it. See, this is better, and this is the same price, but it's not a V8.
That rip.
I don't know how this is on towing. I'm gonna say that one more time. It smells kind of funky in here.
It smells like a pool.
I mean, this is nice. Okay, I don't know if I'm an idiot, but since when can you get a Shelby F-150? Dude! Supercharged? How much is this car? 60 grand. Wow. Oh my God. This is awesome. What? I had no idea they made this. I'm not gonna spend 60K on this car, but this is so cool. Wow.
Shout out to Taco Bell. Shout out to TJ for posting us on the vlog. And shout out to the homie Ron Hooded.
Some of the bros work the local Taco Bell. That's what's up.
Thanks.
You guys have a good one.
Oh, yes, give me that.
I forgot the camera at home, but we picked up the tires. Tomorrow is the big day. I'm excited, I'm nervous. Gonna be meeting up with Adam LZ tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. We have a special guest that's gonna end today's video. This guest has been seen once or twice or a couple times throughout the channel. If you don't know her, she's a special lady. She's my girlfriend, Sabrina. She's gonna close out today's video.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
No.
Get the pillow out of your face, dude.
No. You know, here's where I'm gonna end today's video, guys. Back in my room, per usual. excuse me.
Sorry.
I'm ending it, not you.
Sorry.
Today was really productive. I changed the oil on the 350, which was really great.
That's
you know,
right.
I got the car all ready for the big track day tomorrow. I'm not nervous at all because I'm gonna kill it because I'm awesome. I got all the tires mounted to the wheels, the federal wheels.
No, federal tires.
The federal tires. Cut that so it doesn't sound like I'm retarded. We're gonna load them all up. We're gonna head out tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up.
Subscribe.
And subscribe. You don't want to forget to subscribe. So peace out and keep moving forward.
Oh, that fart smells so bad, but it's so good.
I'll explain it when we get inside.
I'm feeling